Hello, this is magnoliaempress with the ego tripping session for Taurus. All right. How I do my ego tripping sessions, I will do 2 scenarios. And we're starting with the first one already, sexual arts. All right. Ooh. You feeling kinky, or you maybe need to get into your kinky side? You shy? Don't want to open up? Let's get this book and see what it says about sexual arts. That's a new one for me. With me being a Scorpio. But okay, that's card 33. So let's see what the book says. Bring more light into your sexuality. Okay, so you've been too kinky. You so into getting to the end, you're not really getting into the good stuff about it. Playing around a little bit, getting to know the person, not just satisfying yourself physically. Let's see what that's all about, Taurus. Well, y'all are kind of quiet and closed off anyway, so that kind of makes sense. But when you're like that, it's hard to find love, though. All right. Okay. All right. Let's get into where you can see. All right. Moving forward. All right. So, with this 9 of Wands in reverse, you just all about the passion. You ready to stick and move, and when somebody, and it's fun for you in the beginning, but then once you get familiar and it's not a challenge to you anymore, you kind of over it. And you probably feeling that way towards sex, of it being just a moment of satisfaction for you, because you're probably an independent person. You have everything that you need. You can cook, you can clean. Your finances is straight. You got a job. You got a nice job. All the material things that you want. And on top of that, you the big shit. Everybody knows who you are, and you have your pickings of who you want to be with. So, but you like doing everything by yourself, but excuse my French, but getting that nut. So you keep looking for, and you don't want to take a chance on love, because that's not something that you can control. You like to have control of everything. And then with this Queen of Swords, this air sign energy, you too much in your head. You all, from this whole row here, you feel like love is something that you can grow into as long as everything looks right. You feel like on paper, love can be, you can fall in love later. You can find you somebody to just look good with on paper, but at the end of the day, your heart ain't in it at all. You just sticking and moving. But when you get home, or later, after they leave, or when nobody can come over for the night, you still want that love. And you worry that you're going to end up by yourself. You're going to have everything you need but that one person that you need to spend your life with. And then here with the Page of Swords in reverse, you're going to have to get out of your head. If you really want family, and maybe you didn't see a representation of love growing up, or someone, a family of some sort, family member left, you grew up in a single parent home, or maybe it was abusive in a way, and because of that, you didn't experience the balance of seeing a healthy relationship. You just know you have to take care of yourself and everything will be all right. But you still need somebody to get to know you, that real you. And because of that, you're not having that true connection that you should have during sex. When you into sex, is not just a physical thing, it's a mental thing, to where you can get into each other's head. And then once you get into each other's head, then the sex gets better. Trust, it gets a lot better. All right, so let's see how we can fix this. Patience. You got to have patience if you really want this love that you want. You're going to have to go through those bad experiences. Not saying that a bad experience will come, but you have to at least try. If you don't try, how are you gonna get there? You gotta open up, because the more you stay closed off, the more you just be stuck with you and this fake shit with this balloon. But the more you push forward and continue to look forward, the more you feel more fulfilled in life. Okay, I'll put this card here and put that card there. All right, so let's see how we can work on this patience as we try to find love. Real love. Why is this card in the wrong spot? What is this? I don't know why it's there, but it was the Queen of Pentacles. Is that you? That's what you really, really want. You don't want to be in your heart. You want to have everything. You're so possessive. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. All right. You're going to have to let go of your fears. And your fears about being hurt and being trapped, being manipulated. If your addiction is to sex, you may have to let that go too and spend some time by yourself and figuring out what love means to you. And once you find out what love means to you, then you can move out of this holding space that you have put yourself in, you have put your heart in, and move forward more responsibly. And then once you open up to give love to someone, you receive it back. All of these coins here that you're walking with, these aspects of love that you want, how you want your relationship to work, what your love language is. This person may have the same love language as you, or it'd be complimental. Did I just make a word? It would complement what you want. So it would be an even keel balance. And then you won't have to, and then from that point, you'll have to let go of, I know you love to play the field, but you're going to have to sit still. You can't just keep running from one side to the other, from one person to the other. And let go of this Queen of Wands energy of trying to manipulate situations. You can't build a person. I know that's what you like to do. You may like to take, okay, well, this person got the money. This person got the connections. They good for networking. This person, they good for just to talk to, have a simple conversation with. And this person I can just act goofy with. But you're going to have to make a choice. You can't build a person and make people the way that you want them to be. You're going to have to make a decision on who you want to be with. So if you want love, you have to figure out what it is, how you want it. And if you kind of put that thing on ice for a minute and figure out what you want as far as love goes. Okay. Final outcome card is open your heart. Allow love to grow and bloom all around you. You've waited for this emotional, fulfilling experience for such a long time, and now the time has come. Make your choices by listening to your heart and then following the steps you're guided to take. Joy will lead you to a vibrant and healthy life. All right? All right, you know what to do. All right, this is the first scenario. I'll be back with the second. All right, here we go with the second scenario. Let's see, Spirit, what is the second scenario for Taurus? What is the second scenario for Taurus? Second scenario is pay attention to the signs. Okay, Spirit is trying to tell you something and you're ignoring it for whatever reason. Let's see, that card is very self-explanatory. Let's find out why, shall we? You don't want to grow. It's a lesson that you need to learn, but you avoiding it at all costs. It's that Queen of Swords again. All right, people. Ooh. Okay. Whatever lesson you need to learn, you don't want to, and you just refuse to see what's going on. You rather stay stuck for some strange reason. Child, why you wanna stay stuck? Do you feel, maybe you feel like there's nothing else there, or are you trusting somebody to tell you, you feel like you could figure it out on your own and you don't want to believe what people are telling you, what's being said? Or maybe what you're doing right now just feels good. It feels right. You're comfortable. And you like, I'm good. I don't need to move around. I don't care what anybody say. I'm going to make this work. But if you don't cut out this temptation that's going on, this temptation or this addiction that you have, you will never get to victory. You will never get to the benefit that you want. Maybe you want to make it happen. Maybe if you probably say, okay, if I just look helpless, as long as I play this role, then everything will fall into place. Are you trying to control things from the inside? Being passive aggressive with it? But I don't know why you want to play that game though, because that ain't really helpful to you. Because the more you try to, if you don't find this balance that you have in y'all, and you have this open communication, you won't be able to let go of this. Eventually it's going to keep you up, these lies and stuff that you have going on here. You can't hide it for forever. You can't hide it for too long. And you probably have warning signs all around you that everything is about to come out. So you need to figure out what you need to do and get to moving, especially if you want to move forward. Look like there's some people already around you that know what's going to happen. They just waiting for you to fall flat, and you think somebody going to come help you, but they might, but it's going to have to be a give and take. You can't play helpless no more. You got to get up and figure out what you want to do. We can't be a victim forever. We can't act like we helpless forever. Eventually, we got to get up and push through. Resilience. You have to keep fighting. I know it's heavy, and I know the changes that you're going through, that you may have to go through, and what it all up to be, cracked up to be, is just, and I ain't got time for it. It's easier for me to just sit here and chill and let somebody else do all the work, and not just stand next to them and act like, yeah, I did my part. See, I came up with the idea. I just let them follow through with it. Okay, so there's some fight and some delays ahead of you, and it's gonna bruise, it's gonna hurt, but it's there for you to learn from it, and somebody's gonna help you learn from it. And you have to get it once you get out of this, once you find how to balance things out between doing for yourself and allowing others to help you, which will cause you to go deep inside yourself and figure out how to push forward, then you can put everything back in motion. Otherwise, everything is not going to work out in your favor at all until you get this balance, and until you learn from your mistakes. Don't always put it on somebody else. Sometimes it's like what my grandmother used to say, when you have one finger pointing at somebody, you got 3 other fingers pointing at you, meaning you played a part in the situation too. So you have to get up and say, okay, what did I do to mess this up? And how can I fix it? Spirit is holding the situation up for you to look at it. This person has did their part trying to figure out where they made the mistakes, and they have moved on. But you still want to stay and say, no, you don't understand what this person did to me. I need them to apologize to me this way. Or he needs to, or she needs to understand why they hurt me. But if you want to stay in this situation and don't want to move on and get a fresh start, you're going to have to carry that heavy load with it. You got to take the good and the bad with it. You can't just be like, oh, well, you want that person to start new, but you still digging your heels in, want to play the victim. But as long as you keep doing that, you're going to feel trapped and not really caring to move on, not really looking for this key for you to say, okay, you know what, this ain't gonna work for me, I got to go. So and not necessarily a relationship, out of whatever situation that you in. And then you're gonna have to learn how to survive when bad shit happen to you. You're not gonna get your way all the time. You're gonna stumble. People gonna do you wrong. It ain't right, but it's life. Shit. I mean, the best you can do is just pick up. You can't just sit there and say, woe is me. Oh, you don't understand. No, let me tell you what happened. No, you can't do all that. Because eventually people going to get tired of hearing you telling this story over again. So if you want to stay in that dirty ass diaper, if you want to, you can go ahead. But eventually you got to take that shit off and move on. You're going to have to get out that dirty bath water. Choose freedom. That's the final outcome card. Sometimes you may feel as though your way is blocked, but often that's just an illusion. You could free yourself from the obstacles that you're so focused on by choosing a different path. Turn your thoughts away from negativity and instead envision endless other possibilities you might act upon. So look at the signs. If the signs say it's time to go, move on, why stay here? But you for whatever reason it feels good to you, you got to get uncomfortable and move ahead. And it's gonna be tough because we all have moments of where we just comfortable in the mess, but eventually we got to get out of it and move forward. All right, I'll see y'all later.